Woke up this little moon and my diamonds came in from Elliot. Pearls on that fucking bitch's neck, she so elegant. Shop about the fucking mall, so much made me a resident. This Maybach got 4 windows, 10, it only feel like the president. How I'm coming, I'm just standing there.
Hello guys, welcome back to the Crooked Hour. Today we're going to be breaking down the main event, Ciryl Gane versus Tai Tuivasa at UFC Paris. So to start off, like always, we're going to be breaking down the tail of the tape, talking a little bit how they think the fight's going to go, and then we're going to break down how, if each person wins, how do they win, what's the best way to bet on both people. So starting off, we've got Ciryl Gane 10-1, Tai Tuivasa 15-3. Average fight time for Ciryl Gane 16.2. He goes the distance a lot, while Tai Tuivasa 6 minutes and 31 seconds. He's finishing fights a lot quicker, or getting finished a lot quicker. I think he's only went to a decision once in one of his wins. So yeah, if this goes Tai's way, don't expect this to be a late fight. Expect this to end early. The weight, Tai's a lot heavier. Do I think that'll come into play? Not really. I don't see Tai doing what Francis did and getting Gane to the ground and using his body mass to keep him there. I don't think he's going to be able to do that. I think maybe he's going to hit harder, but the weight will allow for Gane to move around a lot more, I believe. I have the reach circled blue for Gane because he has a 6-inch reach advantage here. That's a massive reach advantage, and the way Ciryl Gane fights, this is going to help him a lot. But Tai's going to actively break down that distance, but this is just going to give Gane those tools to, hit and move, hit and move, hit and move. And Tai's circled red because that isn't a bad reach, but against Gane, that's not the best reach to have. You got orthodox versus southpaw. Tai's the younger fighter. And then we go to the striking stats. Strikes landed per minute for Ciryl Gane 4.83 and 4.54. They're both landing a lot of strikes though. But I feel like in this matchup, Tai is going to be landing the less strikes, but when he does land, they could be a lot more damaging than what Ciryl Gane's strikes will be. Striking accuracy 58% for Ciryl Gane, 52% for Tai Tuivasa. Strikes absorbed per minute, a lot less for Gane, 2.27, while 3.56 for Tai. Tai does go into the fire a lot, but he does have a nice chin. And up until this point, we haven't really seen Ciryl Gane's chin tested, so we just don't know what his chin's like. Defense 62% for Gane, 48% for Tai. Then we go to the grappling stats. Takedown average by 15 minutes, 0.69 for Gane, and 0% for Tai. Takedown accuracy only 22% for Gane. Takedown defense 55 for Gane, 50% for Tai. That takedown defense stat went down a lot after Gane's fight with Francis. Submission average 0.6 for Gane, 0.0 for Tai. Tai's never tried for a submission in the UFC apparently. So overall, they're the fight stats. I feel like Gane's going to be the busier fighter. But overall, how do I see this fight going down? A little fight breakdown. I see Gane outlanding him pretty much the whole fight until Tai closes down the distance. Tai's best weapon is to close down this distance and get it to a clinch. Although in the clinch, I feel like it's even. Like they both have nice clinch work. You see Gane with those elbows. He threw that tricky elbow against one opponent. That was a sexy elbow. And Tai, he's got good elbows. You see what he did to Derek Lewis. He's got a good clinch game. Both people here got good clinch games, but Tuivasa can't let Gane play at a distance because they are going to be trading leg kicks, I do believe. But I feel like Gane's going to get the better of those exchanges just because he's the bigger guy. He's got the Muay Thai background. I feel like he's going to be ready for those leg kicks. But if Tai does land some good leg kicks, that is going to slow the movement of Ciryl Gane. But can he land too many? I don't know. That's up to Ciryl Gane to be defensively sound and figure it out a way to either check them or get out of the way of them, or countering back as Tai throws them. But Tai's key to victory here, of course, is the power. I don't think he can win a decision, and I will get more into that like when we get to how to bet both ways. But I feel like Gane's going to be winning the exchanges, going to be the more busier fighter, and I feel like he's going to be getting up on the points. Don't be surprised if Gane goes for a takedown. I've seen somebody say online that they believe Tai is going to go for a takedown and just control Ciryl Gane. I don't see that. I mean, look at the grappling stats. According to this, he's never even tried for a takedown. So I see Gane being the busier fighter, both on the feet and if it gets to the ground, but then you got the power from Tai that you have to watch out for. Overall prediction, I'll just give it now. Ciryl Gane, 4th round TKO is what I believe. But if Tai can get it done, I believe Tai in the 1st or 2nd round. That's when he's going to be the most busiest. So we go to Ciryl Gane first. Now this is going to surprise a lot of people. Ciryl Gane parlay piece or Ciryl Gane by TKO KO. I don't feel like Ciryl Gane's going to get the decision here. Like he could, it's very likely. But I feel like if I think about this fight, I see Tai gassing out in the later rounds if he can't get it done. I'm not saying his cardio is terrible. I'm not just judging him off his body, but just I feel like he's going to be throwing a lot into his strikes early, and I feel like that might make him tired later on. And I feel like Gane, similar to Derek Lewis, he's going to start putting on the pressure, and he's going to want to get a finish, you know. I feel like Gane always wants to get a finish, but he's not stupid about it. You know, he was throwing some risks against Francis when he was fighting him. Like he threw a nice head kick. He was doing some risky stuff, and I feel like if he feels himself getting away from Tai, you know, Tai starting to gas, I feel like he might just put the pressure on Tai and get him out in round 4, I believe. When Tai's a bit more tired, you know, the leg kicks of Gane starting to put into play. You know, Gane might have a few leg kicks in himself, and he's like, oh, it's probably just easier at this point if I just get this guy out of here. Less chance for him to come back and hit me with something big. So I feel like if Gane gets it done, he's going to TKO, KO Tuivasa in the 4th round. But for the sake of this bet, Ciryl Gane by TKO, KO, I think it'll come out about 250. 2.50 is, I think, what the odds will come out at. The odds haven't came out yet because we're still a while away. But yeah, 2.50. And I don't see him getting the submission, maybe. You know, maybe he could. But I just don't think it's likely, you know. I could actually see Gane wanting to prove something with his grappling here and taking it to the ground and trying to look for a submission. But that's just playing with fire. I feel like he's much more likely, in my mind, to get a TKO KO in this fight. And then we go Ciryl Gane parlay piece. I've got him in two parlays with him and Robert Whittaker. I've got one that's like beat a long ass one. It was like Alex Pereira, Kevin Holland, Alex Volkanovski, and then I need Ciryl Gane and Robert Whittaker to finish it. So I've got them in that one, and then I've got another one where I've got like 2 units on it, Ciryl Gane and Robert Whittaker to win. So I feel like putting him in a parlay is a smart choice. I feel like he's more likely to win in this matchup, and I feel like the odds aren't the best, but you know, it all adds up in a parlay. So if you're confident that he's going to win, parlay piece is a smart idea. Then we go to Tuivasa. This is the only right bet for Tuivasa. I do not see Tuivasa winning a decision. I don't know how against other fighters, sure. Like against Derek Lewis, I could see that. I could see maybe they just have a slugfest and neither of them drops, you know, the chin of Tuivasa. But Tuivasa would get the better of in exchanges against a guy like Derek Lewis. But against a guy like Gane, is he going to get the better of the exchanges? I just don't see it. I see Gane, you know, outpointing. He's more of a point fighter. He's going to outpoint you. So Tuivasa, if he gets it done, TKO KO, then the way the odds are, I think he's like paying 5.00 money line. So I feel like the KO prop will come out about 6.00, which is a nice bet. And if I wouldn't recommend it, but if you would rather play by round, I'd go 1st round or maybe 2nd round. I don't know. I would stay away from that and just play Tuivasa by TKO KO. If I was on the side Tuivasa, that's what I'd be playing. You know, that's how I think he wins this matchup. he's good at setting up attacks. He's underrated for setting up attacks. He really is. And I feel like if he sets up something, if he sets up just the right attack, right, and if he lands that shot, Gane's in some trouble. When Tai hurts people, he goes in. I don't feel like if he hurts Gane, he's going to be scared of the power coming back, because Gane isn't a big power puncher. Sure, he's got power, but Tuivasa's chin and his power, I could see him hurting him. Not being scared of what's coming back, going in, finishing the fight. I could honestly see that. And then, if we want to go, I like Tuivasa for the knockout, but Gane's a hard guy to hit. I'm not that confident on either. Fight does not go to decision. I think it'll be paying out 2.20. I could be wrong. I feel like a lot of people are thinking this is going to go to a decision. I could be completely wrong on this stat, by the way. But my thought of it is, Gane's the favourite. Right, he's a big favourite. And how does he usually win? By decision. I see the decision prop being about 2.00 or 2.20. Fight does not go to decision. I like that one. Does not go to decision, sorry. I like that one. I feel like either Tuivasa's going to finish Ciryl Gane in the early rounds, or Gane's going to put him out in the later rounds. I just find it hard to see this fight go on the whole 5 rounds. I see Gane, after watching the Derek Lewis fight, I know Tai's completely different to Derek Lewis. He's more composed, I would say. He's more strategic, I would say. And he probably has a better cardio. But I just see Gane, against these power punches, if they can't hit him, they wear themselves out. And I really think he puts it on him and gets him out of there. Or Tai finds that shot early. So fight does not go to decision is a good bet. Don't bet the under. I don't believe bet the under, because I could easily see this going to round 4. So, yeah, they're my picks. So overall, fight does not go to decision. If you want to bet a prop. If you want to bet Tuivasa by TKO KO. If you want to bet Gane, either put him in a parlay or by TKO KO. And that is it for how to bet both ways. Hope you all enjoyed, and as always, have a good one.